Okay, I should take these headphones off now. I'm not freaking myself out.
Yes, Simon, you gotta get natural. Oh boy, I heard the static come
That
on your
hurt.
skin when you took your coat off.
I wonder if that'll register on the microphone.
Yeah, that we just lost the whole recording because you decided to use your static powers.
That's me, Static Simon.
Static shock.
Oh, Jesus! I just on the table, I started talking to myself.
Oh boy, well that's our intro.
That's our intro.
ドラマとラーメン
Welcome back to the Drama and Ramen podcast. With me, as always, is the intellectual Stefan, the brooding loner Zoe, and me, of course, Simon, the passionate dancer. I'm just reading from the Click Your Heart summary.
Okay, well,
What? By the way, which show did we watch this week, guys?
It was the show.
It was Click Your Heart.
The beautiful choose-your-own-adventure style.
Mm-hmm. It was
Click
a
Your Heart.
choose-your-own-adventure Asian drama.
yeah.
It was an adventure.
There were 4 endings, I think.
4 endings,
And
yeah.
each ending was you dating a different boy.
Yeah.
And I think we all got different boys, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
So let's
I
go.
should say I was supposed to date 2 boys as my punishment, so that we would cover all the boys. But I just couldn't. I couldn't date Sporty Guy. You guys, he's just an asshole.
All right, we'll go over the
Yeah,
boys later.
I accidentally watched the beginning of one of the episodes because I got confused on the order, and it opened with the baseball guy, and I was really uncomfortable.
Oh man, Terrace House flashbacks.
I think before we start anything, we should
Oh, yeah.
set up all our nicknames
Okay.
for all the characters so we don't get confused.
Well, I mean, I feel like one of them, we all have a very good nickname for that person that is just going to be their name. And it is Fresh Smile Angel. Who
Of
was
course,
Our own
Fresh Smile
Fresh Smile
Angel.
Angel.
Who's the boy I dated.
Well, that's not his name, but he's.
Yeah.
That's what shows that. What does that refer to?
It's
The
like,
Fresh
do you
Smile?
want to go hang out with the baseball chump, or do you want to go hang out with the Fresh Smile Angel? And I was
Yeah.
like, well, of course I'm going with the Fresh Smile
Fresh
Angel.
I should say we all coordinated, so we all got different boys, and I chose for everyone, which probably we should have thought it out a bit more.
Wait,
so we
I
all got a boy we liked.
I did not know you chose. I was just so enamored with the Fresh Smile Angel. I just went down his path.
I was so disappointed that I didn't get the Fresh Smile Angel.
Okay,
who
so
are our other boys?
let's list off. So the main character first off, Min Ah was her name.
Kwon Min Ah.
Yes.
Right. I referred to her in my notes as Backpack Girl because I loved her backpack.
Oh yeah, she always is
It
wearing
was
a
a cool
backpack.
backpack.
Yeah. What
I
did you
just
guys
referred to
call
her as the girl because it was like
The girl.
the only girl.
Okay.
Like there were some side characters, but
All of my notes are from the perspective of Mina, because I was like just so in the show.
A lot of
yeah, me too.
No, my notes start out like, all right, here's Backpack Girl doing this, and then by the end of it, it was like, oh man, I went on a date with this guy. It was so cool.
Yeah, I have like one of my notes is like for the baseball boy. I was like the fangirls are a threat.
Right. Okay.
I think we got too into this.
So
Okay.
let's just call her the girl.
All right.
I really like this show, guys. It's very silly, but I like it a
I
lot.
loved it.
Okay, so we've got the girl, Fresh Smile Angel, then Sporty Boy. We can just call him Sporty.
I called him baseball boy.
Yeah, me too.
Well, all right. I guess I'm outnumbered, but
This is payback from Jacket Guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
fine.
Jacket Guy Retribution.
Baseball
the-
guy.
the
You
hit
guys
sequel.
won the Jacket Guy.
But just know if I say Sporty, I'm talking
Well, I
about
mean,
baseball
like
guy.
when we were in the Jacket Guy heated debate, we had the moral high ground because
That's true.
there was a guy with a jacket, but
Yeah.
then
They
there was
both
also
had jackets.
But one of the
Yeah,
guys
but one
like
of them, the jacket was his defining feature.
yeah,
That was the only thing he had.
he had a bad haircut.
And no personality, just a jacket.
Then there's Fighty Guy, right? The
Yeah, I just
person-
called him Fighting Guy.
I
Okay,
called
fine,
him
okay.
Noctis because he looked like the protagonist of the new Final Fantasy game.
And then finally, there is the broadcasty boy, or Dawan, and I referred to him...
Oh, I don't have that guy in my notes.
Yeah, his name is Dawan, and I referred to him as in my notes as Dawan, because he is Dawan for me.
Oh boy.
I was
Okay.
saving that.
I think the only thing that came out of the show is just a lot of bad puns.
Yeah. Well, no. I think we all
And
learned a little
love.
bit about ourselves. So let's start, I guess, by just summarizing the first episode, because we all watched the first episode.
We all had the same first episode, but did we really watch it?
It was more of an
Yes.
experience.
Okay.
Okay, so it starts off with the teachers
Yes.
in the office, right? And
It was a
they're-
really weird scene because I couldn't put it together that they were teachers at first.
Yeah, I thought they were just office
Yeah.
workers.
I just wrote people in an office talking.
Yeah.
Just talking about some random girl in school.
Yeah, it was like, did you hear about that cursed lady? She
Yeah.
killed people or whatever.
Right, so they were talking about the girl, Minna. They're like, have you heard about this Minna girl? She's cursed, and whoever she's around gets some bad stuff happens to them. And that's like one of the things of the show, is that Minna is possibly cursed.
I don't know if nothing really that bad ever happens to anyone around Minna.
Yeah.
Like in the
No.
course of the show.
Sporty boy got his hand hurt.
Yeah, he deserved
That-
it though.
Yeah, he didn't come in.
He did.
He's
I'm
a
gonna
jerk.
get into how much I hate Sporty
Oh
boy.
boy.
Okay, so they're talking about how she's bad luck, and then the teacher who's her homeroom teacher, her new homeroom teacher.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
just
something-
found out that she was her homeroom teacher.
Something
She-
bad happened to her old homeroom teacher.
They died.
But we
That's
don't know.
right.
Did he die?
What? I don't
That was
know.
good.
I don't
He
know.
just
That was a cool
passed
shot,
out.
actually.
It
He
was
was like
cool.
on the. It was either a whiteboard or a blackboard.
It was a
It
blackboard.
was a blackboard, and he was writing something in chalk, and then he got to the end, and he just
It was
fell
like,
over to the side, and the chalk just went.
No, like it was the people in the office were like, "What happened to his old homeroom teacher?" And then the one guy's like, "Well, I heard." And then it cuts to this like black and white dramatic recreation that you'd see in like The Jinx or whatever. And it was
Yeah.
just this dude writing something on the board and then falling over.
Right. Okay. So the lady in the office with the other two is her new homeroom teacher.
Yes.
Mm.
Are they supposed to be in high school or is it college?
I
Or-
don't know.
They all
'Cause,
look
like,
the same. The
the
teachers
stuff-
and the students look the same age.
Because the stuff with the fighting boy made me think it was like
I never
they-
experienced fighting boys. So
Okay. Oh
my
I
God.
don't know.
Okay. Because it's weird. Because like I'm not sure if that was a different high school or if that was like back in middle school or what's going on with the timeline there.
I don't know, but they mentioned like I'll meet you on the playground, and then with the fighting guy, there was a playground in the background. So I don't know if that's like
Yeah, there was a playground
thing or
at the place.
if they
but
were just in middle school.
it was okay.
or-
So the broadcast boy, Dawan.
I'm still laughing at Dewan for me.
I know, it's an amazing fun.
Yeah.
So he has, like, in that storyline, so Minna and Dawan are like childhood friends, and they have flashbacks to being in that playground. So it's a playground from their childhood. So I don't
Were they
know.
flashbacks? Because they looked like the same age as.
No, this isn't. You guys didn't experience this.
I did not
episodes.
experience. Take us on this magical Dewan journey.
I'll take you on it later. I was just discussing the playground. I don't know what's up with the playground, but it does show up.
So what happens is Minna gets to this school, and then her old.
she's a transfer student.
She's a transfer student. She just got there. Everyone.
But she is childhood friends with the guy.
Yeah,
already.
Everyone's like, she's cursed. Nuh-uh. And then I don't know. I don't know what the term is for like when you go to school and then like everyone immediately hates you, because it's not bullying, but like
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, everyone's like, oh, she's cursed. Stay
She
away from
joins
her.
the broadcasting club because her old friend is in that club.
That's right. But the other guys say we don't want her in the broadcast club. Get
Mhm.
out of here.
Yeah, and one of them's like, "Don't you think about our safety?"
And then,
Everyone's just here to ruin her day, make her feel bad.
She's so
Yeah.
good. Like, why does everyone hate her?
Well, it's so that the boys who don't hate her can stand out as like, we're special.
Speaking
we
about-
like you.
Manic
even
Pixie
despite
Dream
your
Boys.
criticism. Yeah.
Speaking about a boy
Pixie Dream
who
Boys.
speaking about a boy who doesn't hate her, that steals the entire show. We'll come back to him.
We'll come back to him. Don't bring Fresh Smile Angel up. Yeah, we'll build up to him. So she goes to broadcasting club. They don't want her, but her childhood friend Dawan says, well, if she can interview Sporty Boy, because none of you can, then you gotta accept her into the broadcast club.
Kim Ro-woon is the sporty boy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So then she goes...
I was just confused because one time he wore a jacket.
Why do you guys have to bully me?
I'm sorry.
And you had some dramatic flashbacks. Okay, moving on.
What happens at the baseball diamond?
She goes to the baseball diamond.
It cuts to a dreamy baseball player. You can tell that he's dreamy because it's in slow motion.
Yeah, and there's 3 fans in the bleachers
Yeah.
that are going, whoa, 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 whoa.
It's a little creepy.
Yeah,
Well, he's just kind of like practicing throwing balls.
Like in my notes, I was like, if we are dating the baseball boy, the fangirls are a threat, and I should be prepared to deal with them.
Yeah, and then this girl comes up to Ro-woon.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's so pretty.
And we never see her again.
Right, and I
Yeah,
was like,
she
whoa.
comes up, dabs some sweat off his forehead, gives him a sip of water, and leaves. And
Yeah, and Minna's like kind of swooning over the girl in that one scene a bit. I was like, whoa, is she a dating option here?
Could be.
But no, it was just the boys. So then she tries to get an interview with Rowan. He says no. She leaves, then he says, wait! It's one of those things. And it comes up a lot in the show. I feel like they use that trope like way too much, where someone starts leaving and then the other person is like, wait, don't leave. I have something else to say to you.
yeah, I ended up Googling something because I didn't understand it, and it came up on tvtropes.com.
Oh boy.
So I learned a lot about this show on that website.
What was the trope?
I think it was in episode 2, the one we watched, when it was like standing outside with her arms up.
Okay, yeah.
I was confused. I learned. I Googled.
Okay.
Okay. So someone just like throws a ball really hard at Rowan.
I don't know like why, because he's like on break, but this ball just comes in at him.
It's coming right in at Minna.
Mm-hmm.
And then he valiantly sticks out his hand and blocks the ball, and catches it.
My hero. Just honestly, my hero.
And then he goes, ah!
He screams,
His hand
and
is
then
very hurt.
yeah. Wow.
This is a very slow moving.
And then there's...
I just want to talk about my boy.
Okay, let's speed through this. So
Okay.
then they go back to the classroom. Some guy with like white hair comes in.
Frankenstein. Dr. Frankenstein.
Okay.
Who's the boy?
I don't know. I just remember there was some white hair guy that comes in and everyone's like, whoa, look at that guy.
He's so charismatic.
Is that the Fighty Boy?
That's Fighty Boy.
Okay, because I wrote down in my notes, oh damn, Edgelord McGee over here. I want to date him.
Oh boy.
And then I came to the realization that I was pretty much just looking at every character, expecting that I'd be able to date them.
Yeah, that's how
life goes.
Some don't work.
That's life.
Yeah.
That's how I watch most of my TV shows. I'm like, oh boy, The Leftovers. Can't wait to date this sad cop.
Okay, and then she starts crying in the room. And then...
Well, no, because like they're like, "Where's Min Ah? She hurt our star baseball."
Oh, right.
player."
Everyone gets really
Yeah.
mad.
And then they have a school-wide manhunt for Min Ah, and she
That's
finds
right.
this like.
Yeah, they
weird-
like called her name over the.
Yeah. We're looking for a student. Here's her full name.
And the coach says, don't you ever let Minna near my sports team again.
Hey, get out of here.
Yeah. And then Minna's just like around the corner.
Yeah.
So then she cries. She goes into the room.
Yeah, she's crying at the bottom of this like stairwell.
Yeah.
It was a casual hangout storage room.
Yeah, with like some cool artsy stuff.
You know how
Yeah.
schools do.
Balloons and chairs.
Yeah.
That's what you keep in
It
storage.
was
There's
like a
like-
real fly room.
Yeah,
I'd
there-
want to cry in that room.
Yeah, there was like a.
I'd cry in that.
There was like a star. There was like just a star on the ground leaning against
Yeah.
a wall. It was cool. Yeah.
And then who comes in?
Then we meet Kang Chani, the dancing boy.
Or
Our fresh smile angel.
Oh my god. So he comes in and he's like, oh man, why are you crying? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. And he's like, okay. And then she goes somewhere else.
and just starts really
And then he starts really crying. And she's like, everyone hates me. And he's like, no, it's okay. I don't hate you. And then he starts dancing.
And he just starts dancing.
No, wait, he says, I'll make you breathless. And then slides, snaps, music starts playing, and he begins to dance.
He begins to dance, and like the entire time he's dancing, I'm like, this can't be real, because if it is real, I'm dating this boy.
That's when I fell in love with him.
Yeah. And
That's when.
oh my god, like he just oh, it's so good. And then like he stops dancing, and then you get a text message from Rowoon, and like I never saw Rowoon.
No, not from Rowan. From Broadcasting Boy, I think. Because she's like, come to broadcast land.
No, it's Rowoon.
No.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Rowoon is like, come to the locker room. We need to talk about sports. I don't know. Like his voice was really deep. I don't know what he was talking about. I think it was about sports.
It's probably about
I don't
Okay.
remember.
And that's when the first choice comes
That's the
up.
first choice, and you have the
But
choice
also-
to. Oh,
Fresh Smile Angel got a little creepy.
yeah,
He
he
said
got super creepy.
His dream is to be alone in a storage room with a pretty girl.
Oh boy,
that's
if
right,
we're
he did say
going-
His
that.
number one fantasy.
He had
He
so
did
over
say
the
that.
course of the series, he reveals
A second fantasy.
3 fantasies, and then a 4th fantasy, but we don't get to find out what that is.
Oh, no.
Well, let's get to that.
Okay.
So we go to the choice.
The first choice is either answer Rowoon's text and go to the locker room,
Mhm.
or don't do that, like a sane person, and stay with this creepy dance boy.
Yeah. And that's where we segmented.
Yeah. Now, Simon,
Split apart.
Simon, you answered the text?
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so I think we should go in order of what the episodes
I mean-
were. So I did the A1 and A2 path, and you guys did B1.
I think we
and
should
B2.
do your
Yeah.
path first,
Yeah.
because then
Yeah.
Zoe and
I
I
think
can
we-
talk
yeah, I
about
think-
We'll build up.
Yeah.
I'll do my path, Zoe can do her path, and then
Okay.
Stefan can finish us off with the finale of Fresh Smile Angel.
Like, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened, and you guys aren't going to believe me, because that's how buck wild it got at the end.
Also, can we talk about like the choices at the end? Not the choices, but the format it had. Like,
Yeah.
it gave the boys height, weight, and blood type.
Yeah. Well,
Just
actually,
in case.
this is something I know about. So in Japan, or in like most of Asia, blood type is actually, they use it as kind of like a, it's kind of like how star signs are here, you know? Like they kind of see blood type as indications of personality.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
crazy.
cool though. It like really corresponds.
Yeah.
You know, in like Resident Evil, they show the blood types. And
No.
okay, well, they do.
No, read.
They correspond.
I'll read into that.
Yeah, it's a
That's
cool,
cool.
thing.
What's it called?
So
You
there
know-
you go. Finally, you've learned something from Drama and Ramen.
It's about
We
time.
finally touched lightly on Asian culture. Well, it only took us 5 episodes.
Right. Okay. So second episode for me. So I unfortunately had to force myself into leaving Fresh Smile Angel and answering the text.
I'm so sorry.
You missed out, let me tell you.
Okay, so I'm really going back and forth in my head between calling the girl a girl or just referring to her as myself.
I
Yeah.
feel like since the point of view of the show is like you are inhabiting this girl's like being, it's weird.
It would
So
have
my
been better
ghost all
if it was
over.
actually like from her point of view. Like all the camera angles were from her point of view.
No,
Like
man,
a
this-
hardcore Henry type of thing.
Oh
Remember that
man, we
movie,
should
guys?
when this business eventually like runs, like the Drama and Ramen well runs dry.
A first person
Boy
romance,
dating.
choose your own adventure dating show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We got new boys every season for you to date. I think it's like it's an American Horror Story thing where like it has the same actors in every season, but like it's
But
different.
it's a different girl.
It's like a different scenario,
different characters.
different high school.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not even high school. Maybe you're like in the sewers.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtle spin-off.
Oh my God, which turtle do you want to date?
Just a first-person dating sim would be amazing.
Yeah, I think I want to date Michelangelo. I mean, like, he's a party dude, but I think I can handle it.
I mean, I guess first-person dating sims are kind of... I don't know. There's not like 3D adventure.
There's that really creepy PSVR game that's like where you're dating the girls.
What is that?
It's called like Summer Lesson, I think, and it's like the people who have played it have been like, it's trying to be a dating sim, but it comes off as a really weird horror game. I don't know. I'll show you later.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Okay.
All right, so so the girl heads down. So Minna heads down to the locker room, and Sporty is there, and he's trying to wrap the bandage around his hand, and he's like, "Here, you wrap the
Is he
bandage."
like, I only have one hand.
He does say that, and he says, "Here, you wrap it for me." He gives her the wrap.
I just got really confused because I forgot that we were going off into the different boys, and I thought that this had already
I don't
happened.
remember
I
this.
I didn't watch it.
we truly experienced different dimensions.
Basically.
So anyway, in the Click Your Heart multiverse.
Click Your Heart cinematic universe.
Oh man, don't get me started on cinematic universes.
I won't. Let's continue.
Oh, oof.
So she starts wrapping the bandage around his hand from like 5 feet away. She's kind of like throwing it onto his hand and like doing kind of like a jump rope thing. He's like, "What are you doing?" And she says, "I don't want to get you hurt again." And then he says, "You well, get over here." And then
Get over here.
Yeah, he says, "Get over here," and then he thrusts the bandage and it wraps around her.
And then she punches into his chest and tears out his still beating heart, and then showers in the blood.
This took a turn.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Quick is spelled with a K.
Okay, so she's wrapping the bandage around his hand, and they're kind of having a talk about how she's really sorry that she got the baseball thrown out of his hand. She says, "You know, like I heard you're not doing as well as you usually are." And he says, who said that? She said, "Oh, the person sitting next to you." And he says, "What person sitting next to me?" And she says, "The person crouching, catching all the balls in the corner." And she does a little impression of the catcher. It's really cute. And he says, "The catcher?" She says, "Oh yeah, his name was Catcher." And then there's just
His name was Catcher?
Then there's just awkward crow noises. You know that? Like the...
Yeah.
I've never
But
heard
why?
of this.
You know when there's like awkward silence and then they
Instead of
put
crickets?
crow noises in there?
No, I've heard of crickets, but I've never heard crows.
Have you heard the crow thing?
No. No.
If I keep doing crow impressions?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, it might jog a memory.
Okay, so there's
Come on.
the...
We got
and so that's all fun and good. And then she finishes wrapping his hand and she puts a little bow on it. She wraps it with a little bow.
Oh.
She's so cute.
And that's cute. And then something else happens, I don't know. And then she finds Dewan at the playground place. Are you guys still thinking about and then...
The show is just like so like there's a lot of heart in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of heart, a lot of
Enough to
heart
click.
clicking. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. So she finds Dewan at the playground, and they talk, and he's like, "Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you." And that's no way to treat your older brother or something. He refers-
Older brother?
No.
Okay.
He's not actually her older brother, but he's just calling himself that in like a spiritual older brother type way. And she's not happy with that. She gets pretty mad about that. Actually, the episode description says Dawan gets on Minna's bad side when he refers to himself as her older brother.
It's a 12-minute episode. There's no time to get on anyone's bad side.
No, but it didn't even last for 12 minutes. It was like, she was over it.
Okay.
Like 30 seconds. So I don't know why that was the big plot point they advertised.
Yeah, there were a lot of descriptions on Netflix that did not correspond with the episodes.
Yeah, there was one that said Kang Chun-hee goes too far in trying to like win Minna's favor or whatever.
Yeah, I saw all this. Because they can't spoil the episode, but they also want to make like the non-spoily bits like really intense.
Yeah, I don't want to derail the podcast, but I did just get an entire like on my post about seeing Justice League tonight, so eat it.
Okay. Whoever liked Stefan's tweet, go back and unlike it, please. Thank you.
Thanks, Ross. You're the hero we need.
So then it goes back. Did they have like some little conversation about something? I don't know. Then they go back to the baseball diamond, and she's picking up all the balls on the field as atonement for getting
For her sins.
And then Vo-woon, and she has like this big basket of balls that she's been
A
collecting.
big basketball?
No, Stefan.
Okay.
A big basket of balls.
Okay.
No puns. No funny puns.
Okay, yeah, come on. I want to talk about my angel.
Okay. So she's picking up the balls, putting them into the basket. Then Vo-woon comes in, sporty boy, like the jackass he is, and just gets a ball from the bin and throws it back onto the field. She's like, "What the hell,
What?
man?" And he just does a little giggle, and then he just pushes the whole bin
What?
over.
No, that's terrible.
And she's just like standing there stuttering.
I would never date someone who did that to me.
Why is he so mean?
He is I hate sporty boy. So then
I feel like the karmic energy in the room is like your hate for sporty boy is balanced out by our love for the fresh smile angel.
yeah, truly, the Fresh Smile Angel is the hero we need. And click your heart.
What if every time you clicked your heart there was like a very small punch to your chest and you were like, wow, that's weird.
Every time you made a choice,
It was
in the
like,
show, you
ooh.
felt like a. So then, jackass sporty boy takes Minna to a batting cage, and it's like, I'm gonna.
That never ends well.
If you get a home run, if you hit the ball here, then you don't have to pick up balls anymore, and also you'll never have bad luck again.
Oh, okay, because like in my route they were also had a thing to get rid of her bad luck.
Oh, I wonder if that. Huh.
Although mine was super weird.
Okay. So he like guides her arm and she gets a home run and it's cute or whatever. I don't know.
That's the end of the show.
That's pretty much the end of. No, okay. So then Dawan sees Sporty Boy and Minna hanging out together and he gets really jealous and he just comes up to Sporty Boy and freaking punches him right in the face.
What?
And he
Thank
goes
you.
down. I said Dawan is jealous of Sporty and just heckin' punches him. Hell yeah.
He deserved it.
Kite man, hell yeah.
I get that reference.
Thank you.
I know.
And then Minna comes in and she's like, "What are you guys fighting about?"
You.
Yeah. Sporty says, be straight with me, Minna. What is Dawan to you? And then the choice comes up.
Okay.
Wow.
And your
That's
two
dramatic.
choices are either you can say I'm not sure, or he's just a friend. And it's really weird what corresponds to what. So saying I'm not sure, that lets you date Sporty Boy.
Huh.
And saying he's just a friend lets you date Dawan.
That's not how life works.
Yeah. Okay, so So I chose He's Just a Friend because I wanted to date Dawan.
Okay.
Because he is.
Dawan.
Dawan for me. So then, next episode, I'm just going to jet through this so I can get to you guys.
Okay.
So you choose He's Just a Friend, and basically that leads to Minna shunning both of them. She's like, you two are being real immature, I'm out of here. And then she leaves. And then later, Dawan is... No. So Minna is looking through some old photographs of her and Dawan as children, hanging out.
As children do.
Yeah. I think they were wearing the same clothes in all the photos. Also,
As children do.
they were wearing kind of weird... The photographs were a little... They were kind of taken at inopportune times, it seems. Like, there was one where Dawan was just crying. There's just a photo of that hanging up on Minna's wall. Why would you take a picture?
That's friendship.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Minna and Dawan are sitting on the swings and talking. And then Dawan basically confesses his feelings. He says something along the lines of, like, I can pretend to just be your friend, I can be quiet, but if you ask me not to like you, that I cannot do.
That's weird.
The same thing kind of happened for Fighty Guy.
Oh, yeah? Okay, well, so then...
So how does the thing with, broadcast friend...
Yeah, let me finish this
Okay.
up. Okay, so then she walks away, she's kind of weirded out.
Okay.
Then they're both on the broadcast team doing the broadcast. Neither of them is, like, doing the broadcast. Someone else is, voicing it.
Yes.
And I guess they have a website or something for their broadcast where people write their problems down. And one of the problems...
Like a Dear Abby kind of thing?
I guess. And one of the problems was submitted, like, a week earlier by Dawan about his feelings for Minna. So the guy reads it off, and it's super awkward.
Maybe we should start doing that. We should just start solving people's problems.
Yeah, write into dramaandramen@gmail.com.
Yeah, drama
with all
and
your-
ramen, all one word, no capitals, no spaces, no dots, no weird stuff. Except there's an at gmail.com.
Free therapy.
And give us all your problems.
Yeah, we can have like a
Address
little
them.
mailbag segment on the
Yeah,
show.
at the end of the show. That'd be awesome. Okay, so then Minna and Dawan...
Hit the table.
I'm sorry. So,
we have 15 minutes left.
I'm almost at the end. Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, so Minna and Dawan are doing the broadcast together, and they do they introduce the music that they're playing, and that goes. But then they accidentally leave the broadcast going, like leave the recording going, while they're just having this private conversation. So it gets broadcasted to the whole school. And then he basically confesses his feelings again, and then she confesses her feelings, and then they're in love, and the whole school hears it, and then they hug, and then I wrote "Suck It, Sporty," and then roll credits.
I also have a thing that's like "Get bent, roll wound" is in my notes.
And then I did not do the sporty path because I couldn't bring myself to.
All right.
So over to you.
All right, Zoe. Where do we want to start on episode B?
From the beginning.
Okay.
I think maybe we should discuss this, and then there's an empty slot later in the day. Should we?
No, you guys want to
pick
make
it up
this a
then?
super
We
long
can-
special?
We can try it right now.
Okay.
Okay. So
Talk fast.
it starts with Minna in her classroom, correct?
No.
What happens
It
first?
opens with the school's best fighter fighting people.
Oh, yes. There's a very good scene in which the best fighter of the school is just wrecking fools on the school's playground.
Fighty Boy is the guy with white hair.
Yeah, and like heavy
Yeah.
metal, and like not heavy metal, but like intense music is playing as he fights all of these boys on school grounds.
Yeah, just super casually.
Yeah, and
As like part of a fighting thing, or just because?
I don't know.
It
He's the
doesn't give
school-
any context. It's
he's
just
the
like,
school's best
yeah,
fighter.
Okay.
he can fight. Watch him fight.
Yeah, and then he comes
That's
into
it.
the school, and he's walking up the stairs, and then Kang Chani and Mina are like running around the school having just a grand old time.
Wait, Kang Chani is Fresh Smile Angel.
Yes.
I would appreciate if you just called him Fresh Smile Angel.
Okay.
Or Angel, for sure.
Okay.
Crossing everything out in your
Yeah, I mean, Angel. And they're running around like the whole school, and a really funny thing that they say is Angel is like running across like this stairway thing, and then Mina is chasing him, and she yells in like the big room in the school, "I'm going to kill you if I catch you." And I think that was funny.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah. And then they meet Fighty Boy on the stairs.
Well, before I started calling him Fresh Smiling Angel, I just called him Smooth Guy because he had done that super cool dance move.
Oh, okay.
But he told the girl that this was not the first time they've met. And I never found out what that meant.
What?
I did.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll have to talk about that
Wait,
later.
Okay.
You don't find out when they met in his route,
No.
but you do in the Angel. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I'm talking about our Fresh Smiling Angel.
Okay.
Not Fighty Boy.
Oh,
No,
wait.
not Fighty
Fresh
Boy.
Smile Angel
Okay.
said,
I was talking.
we've met before.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was the Fighty Boy who said that.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Continue.
I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, go on.
We don't got it today, guys.
But then he runs up the stairs while they're chasing each other and hurts his foot because of the curse.
Or
Oh.
does he?
But he wasn't hurt.
What?
It was
He
a
doesn't get hurt.
It was a subversion on your expectations.
Yeah. He pretended to fall and scared her into thinking that it was the curse.
Did he really
Yes.
pretend to fall?
Yeah,
It's kind of a dick move.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But he wasn't hurt. He was just playing a joke. Wasn't very nice.
Okay.
Then he runs up, and then they run into Fighty Boy on the stairs,
Yeah.
and then he's like, "It's been a long time." Yeah, and then I mean I don't remember if we get the first flashback there
Yeah.
where they're both on the bus and she's like, "Don't cry, Minna, don't cry. You've done nothing wrong." And then it snaps back.
Yeah, she keeps telling herself not to cry and then starts crying and... Oh my god! Saved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
And... Wait, what happened after that?
After that, I think it's like we go to
Did-
Minna in the classroom, and then that whole thing in the classroom happens.
No, but there was something, like, after that in the flashback.
No, that comes later.
Really?
The whole noodle date comes later.
But...
I really wish I could say anything.
You're not allowed.
Okay.
No, it says the bus pulls away and then they're both standing at a bus stop staring at the sky.
Okay. Well. Okay. How about? Okay. They go on a noodle date after that.
Yeah, they get spicy rice cakes.
And the
When
the
you
seaweed
said-
In the
roll.
snow, yeah.
And
a
the seaweed roll.
When you
In the
said
snow.
noodle date, I just imagine like those pool noodles.
Yes.
Just like hanging around. So.
Yeah.
But you
So
meant they were eating noodles.
They were eating like noodles.
for a date.
No.
Well,
Um.
I mean, this kind of turned into a date. It was really cute.
Yeah.
They're standing in the snow, eating spicy rice cakes.
Spice cakes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, and then after that, that's when we have the classroom scene of
Yeah.
Mina looking out her window, and then our Fresh Smile Angel is on the soccer field outside,
Yep, yelling at her.
waving and yelling for her to come outside and play. And then she's like, "No, go away." And then the teacher is like, "You can go outside." And she's like, "What?" And then he says, "Go outside in the hallway and raise your hands over your arms."
What?
You know,
It's apparently in Japan. It used to be a punishment if you were like a bad student or being rambunctious. They would make you stand there with 2 buckets of water, and you were considered weak if you put the buckets of water down.
Wow. Learning a lot of
Yeah.
about Japanese culture on today's Drama and Ramen.
it took us a while, but we're here.
It's a real milestone, guys.
And then she goes out into the hallway, and then Dancing Boy comes up into the hallway, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "You got
Fresh
me."
Smile Angel.
Fresh Smile
Yes.
Angel. It's the same boy. There's like this whole thing where they like have this really cute thing in the hallway, and they dance in the hallway to his
Yeah.
weird J-pop.
He slid
Okay.
and snapped, music started, and they both started
Nice.
dancing.
Yeah,
I wish I had that superpower.
yeah. His like weird supernatural dance powers.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I got it.
We've got 10 minutes. Do you want to blow through the fighting boy romance route?
Wait, where does the choice come up?
The choice comes up is she feels sick after this whole dancing thing happens, so she goes to the nurse's office, and then we learn that then Fighty Boy comes into the nurse's office, and we learned that they had dated. And
Yeah,
there was-
we also found out that there was a schoolboy band, but that's not
and
really important.
they don't matter.
Okay.
I mean, all characters mattered. They just didn't do anything.
Okay.
And then Fighty Boy comes into the school infirmary, and so does Dancy Boy. But Dancy Boy comes in and like reveals his like second weird
Yeah, he has weird
fantasy.
fantasies.
and like
That's his second weird face.
so there's two bunks in the nurse's office, and he lies down in one of the bunks, and the girl's in the other bunk, and he's like, "Oh, I can't believe I get to lie next to a beautiful person like you," and you're like, "Stop, dude, it's weird."
Yeah, said my second fantasy just came true.
Yeah. Oh God, this weird
All
serial
right.
killer checklist that he has. And then the Fighty Boy comes in, and he's like, "Mina, what were you gonna say that day in the hospital after the car crash?" And your choice is like, open the curtain for Fight Boy or don't.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you chose open the curtain.
Yeah,
How
I
did
did.
that turn out?
I think it started out with a flashback of him being in a car accident, and they were supposed to meet that day, but he was in an accident, and that never happened, and she was supposed to break up with him that night.
Oh.
Yeah, but she thought that he wanted to break up too, and that's why he never showed up. So she never contacted him. And
Okay.
yeah, so that's why they haven't spoken in years. And then there's this weird monologue on a bus flashback about, like, you should do what you're contemplating so you don't regret your life. And she hurries to get off the bus because apparently she regrets her life or something. I don't know. She just ran.
You're a high schooler. What could you have possibly done?
So she gets up and, like, pushes the button to make the bus stop so she can get off. And the bus suddenly stops because there's a old woman crossing the street, and they don't want to hit the old woman.
I mean,
So-
that's good for a bus to do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
But as the bus stops, the Fighty Boy jumps up from his seat and grabs her so she doesn't fall. But I don't think she's gonna fall.
Okay.
Okay.
And grabs her and...
Is it implied her curse caused the crash?
I don't know.
Okay, well, continue.
I don't think the curse is real.
Yeah,
That's
I'm unsure about the whole curse thing.
But, then it pans away in slow motion with, like, little twinkles in the corner.
Mhm.
And he's holding her in a dip position. And it comes out in slow motion.
Okay, I don't want to, like, blow up the, like, whole suspension of disbelief on the show, but I don't think that there's enough room on a bus to do that.
It was a big bus.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't
I-
a school bus. It was, like, a city bus.
Like,
kind
even
of thing.
the city buses in Portland don't have, like, that
That's
much room in
true.
the aisles. Yeah.
But it wasn't really in the aisle. It was, like, in the doorway.
Oh, like in that
Thing.
part where there's, like, the seats on one side and the doors on the other?
Okay, as much as I like
Yeah.
talking about buses,
Okay.
we should probably.
My two passions, Japanese dramas and buses.
So, then it cuts to them sitting together on the bus talking about their lost relationship
Mm-hmm.
because apparently she decided that she didn't regret her life and just sat
Good.
back down
That's
on the
good.
bus. Yep. And then suddenly the bus breaks down and there's only two left. And the bus driver makes them get off and walk to the closest bus stop. And then it starts pouring.
Bro, you are the bus master.
So it starts pouring, and it's supposed to be all dramatic and stuff, and he grabs her hand, and they run through the rain to the bus stop.
Oh no, you have like
And-
2 more pages of notes.
It's fast.
Okay.
Okay.
This is like the last 5 minutes of the show. It's just like a really long quote. But then he gives her his jacket and it suddenly stops raining.
We can't say jacket on this podcast without a welcome.
He's the jacket guy. So then they start like rekindling their lost relationship once again. She says like, they're only bad memories. How come you didn't want to break up? But apparently he only remembered the good things, and she remembered the bad things because of her curse.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she reveals that she was at the scene of the accident and saw the whole thing, and then went to the hospital, but never went to go see him, and just sat outside because she thought that it was her fault that he was in an accident because of her curse. And then he gives her like a little side shoulder hug, like the wrap around and like, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pat me on the shoulder.
Mm.
And
Are you? I'll come over there.
Okay.
Like
he's
one
gonna
of these.
demonstrate. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a nice moment.
It's too bad this is a podcast.
I felt like I shouldn't have been here for this, but
It's too hot for TV.
then he tells her that he is okay with anything that happens as long as it's with her, and then they like they rekindle. Then there's a very long speech. So he asks her if she's okay with him, and she said no.
Jesus.
Oh.
But then starts listing off a long list of demands. It's the only way they can be together.
Great relationship.
Yeah. Don't fight. Keep contacting me, even when you're with your friends. Come to school often.
Don't fight.
Hold on.
He's
Fight.
the best fighter.
I know.
No, wait, what? Go back to the one about keeping contact.
Keep contacting me, even when you're with your friends.
That's a red flag in any relationship.
Yeah. I don't. This sounds like the bad route.
A little bit.
I mean, I didn't
Okay.
It's
experience
really
sporty
disappointing.
boy route, but.
Come to school often. If I ask what you like, don't answer me with everything. Tell me everything. If I ask if you missed me, then say of course I did. If I ask you what you want to eat, don't say just anything. You must tell me what you really want to eat. If I say let's break up again, you have to hold me back.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If someone
Yeah.
said that to me, I would say
I gotta
okay,
go.
and then I'd call the cops.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how people get murdered.
Yeah.
I'd go along with it, but
Jeez.
only because I'm a weak.
I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely.
Oh boy.
So yeah, then the new bus shows up that they were waiting for. They get on the bus, and he goes to kiss her on the head, but she sneezes and hurts his nose, and that's like the curse. They never actually kiss, and he said, "Let's go get some spicy rice cakes," and it ends.
Okay.
And it's so disappointing.
Well,
Yeah.
my route was anything but disappointing. I
Yes.
dated the Fresh Smile Angel,
Finale.
Kang Chani. And so after the scene in the infirmary where you don't open the thing, you don't open the curtain, and you tell the fight boy that like you were gonna break up that day anyway, he's like, oh, okay. And then it's like this hard cut to
That's
Mina and Kang Chani playing on the playground after school, and it's like dark outside.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, why didn't you open the curtain for him? And she's like, I didn't want to, dog. And then it ends. And then she goes home because it's late, and then he is like, I'll stay here for a little bit on this playground, which is a little weird. And then he's standing on like some pavement, and like the shot is like, it's a very high angle shot of like a street lamp and then him, and then the street light comes on, and then he starts to shimmer.
What?
And he gave this whole like monologue about him being her guardian angel earlier, and then he starts to shimmer.
What?
And then the next day she comes into school, and she sees him up on the roof of the school, and he's waving. He's saying, "Hi, Mina, how are you?" And then she's like waving back at him, and then her friend comes up and says, "Mina, why are you smiling at thin air?"
Oh my god!
What?
And then
What the hell?
she's in the broadcast room reading a little blurb about the dance crew, And then she's like, oh man, I met this really cool dancing boy, and he always brings a smile to my face. And then she reads this blurb about the dancing crew, and it's like, it's been 100 days since this accident left Kang Chani in a coma.
He's been dead for 7 years.
And then she puts it together, and she goes to confront him in, like, that stairwell where they first met. And then he's like, I'm sorry, but I'm in a coma. And then they hug,
What?
and he kisses her on the forehead, and then he turns into blue galaxy dust and
What?
disappears. And this is where I wrote a note that says, I'm losing my mind. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? And then she goes to the hospital, and yeah, he's in a coma. Like, and
Oh my god.
he's just, like, there. And then, like, it cuts to a year later. And then she's, like, walking through the hallways of her school. And then, like, the dancing boys we saw in episode 2, they all run past her. And they're like, he's back, he's back. And then she goes to the main room of the school where, like, they ran into Fight Boy. And then, what happened? This is why I should take better notes. Like, she saw him at the bottom of the stairs.
I'm at the edge of my seat here.
Yeah.
I mean, not literally.
Not,
Yeah.
No, you're not.
And then she goes to the top of the stairs, and he's at the bottom of the stairs. And everyone is like, oh man, how are you? How are you? And then the last line of it is, my fantasy just came true. And that is Click Your Heart, a
Oh my
choose your own
God.
adventure Korean drama.
I need to watch that.
I
need to watch that episode.
I was screaming at my television. It was like I could not handle what was on the screen.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, wow. Alright, so we went through quite an adventure.
All right, we gotta.
That's so stressful.
All right, we gotta rate the show. What's happening here?
4 out of 4 potential boyfriends.
4 out of 4 potential boyfriends.
I would give it 3 out of 4.
I mean,
Because we only dated 3, and
I
I think
would-
that's an
That's
accurate
true.
measurement.
I would give it a 7 out of 10. But also, I do like 2 out of the 4 boyfriends, so I'm giving it a 2 out of 4 boyfriends score. But I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10 Fresh Smile Angels.
The name makes sense now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe we
He
should
truly
change.
is
We
the
should.
Fresh Smile Angel.
We should change the name of this podcast to the Fresh Smile Angels.
That's my Twitter name right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
You changed it from Crime Time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. I'll change it back tonight.
Okay.
It can be Fresh Time, Crime Time. No, I said Fresh Time.
It could be Fresh Time, Crime Time.
The fresh.
Fresh Time, Crime
The
Time.
Fresh Crime Angel.
The Fresh Crime Smile Time Angel.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zoe,
Sorry.
what
Speaking
shows
of
do you have
of
to-
Zoe's Twitter, you should follow Zoe on the Twitters
Yeah,
Yeah.
at Zoxsilv.
follow
ZOKSILV.
follow Stefan at
Stefan Universe, like
Stefan
Steven,
Universe.
like Steven Universe, but the Stefan
Yeah.
because
and follow me at Simon etc.
like the word Simon and then the abbreviation etc. but spelled out like a word.
Okay, cool. We got all.
Okay, what shows?
Yeah,
do
my
you-
mom's gonna follow us all on Twitter.
Okay, what show? I'd love that. What shows do you have to pitch for us?
Okay, so I have 2 shows and a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
The first show is Blazing Transfer Students, as you
Yeah,
may have seen.
right.
Okay.
Just released on Netflix.
Yeah.
A group of secret agents are recruited by a school's principal, and they're undercover as, you guessed it, Blazing Transfer Students.
And there's
Okay.
7 kids named Kakaru. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
All according to Kakaru.
The second show is called Strong Girl Bong Soon. It is a
Oh, I
girl
saw that
with
too.
supernatural strength
Yeah.
that fights evil and wants to create a video game, all while being involved in a love triangle with a cop and her CEO boss.
That sounds fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, this is gonna be tough.
Okay.
Just wait.
Well, movie.
This movie is called Tag.
Tag.
Yes. A school bus is sliced in half by a gust of wind, and every student dies except for one, who finds herself in an alternate reality.
These are all
Oh my
really
God.
good.
And it is starring our favorite kidnapped reality show host,
What?
Terrace House.
What?
Yes.
No.
She plays the main character.
Oh
Oh my god.
Zoe, you made this really hard.
I know.
Stefan,
I'm
what are
sorry.
you feeling here?
I want to, like, I feel like we should save Blazing Transfer students.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're ready for a movie yet.
No, I'm going to say Strong Girl Bong.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
go with Strong Girl Bong soon.
All right.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you for these great shows.
I know, it was so hard to choose.
Oh, man.
I took out Strong Girl Bong Soon originally, but I was like, you know what? Just have
Yeah.
2 shows.
Yeah.
Put a movie in there.
All right. Yeah.
All right, well, tune
Simon, you got to bring it next week because these are some choice picks.
Yeah. All right, well, tune in next week, or not next week. Maybe next week.
Not next.
At the time
When
of
are we
this,
posting
at
this?
the time of this being put up, it'll be next week.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
next week for us is Thanksgiving week, which is when we would put this up.
Yes.
If
Yes,
we
that's
wanted
how it
to,
works.
unless we didn't record that week. Anyway, it
Okay.
should be a week from this podcast.
Okay.
Tune in next week when we watch Strong Girl Bong Soon, a show that
Yeah.
exists. And until then, catch you on the fresh side.
What?
That's right.
The fresh angel side.
Fresh smile angel side.
All right. How do we end it?
That was good.
Yeah. How do we end it? Because there's
You
Oh.
press the red button. You know, the red recording button.
See ya.